Scoring 72 points, making over 60% of his shots through his first limited minute games, you're about to find out what's making the recently recovered #1 pick unstoppable. Zion scored the most points ever among players who played under 20 minutes in their debut, and despite some rookie mistakes, his production's kept up since. This video breaks down the overlooked elements to Williamson's game that have elite potential, and what proves if Zion can take over the NBA. There's concerns from some about carrying his frame with his leaping ability that's coming up. It also leads Williamson into a repertoire that includes an unstoppable mix of athleticism, strength, and somehow still speed, allowing him to make overwhelming takes to the basket. You're likely aware of those traits, but something ignored in Zion's game is the very solid playmaking awareness he's got in addition to them. I know he's only got 6 assists while already committing 10 turnovers. He's made some out-of-control passes, but from what he's shown in spurts, either in the open court acting as point forward, or when facing doubles and unforeseen blitzes when posting up in the half court, lead me to believe Zion will develop into an elite facilitator. For any basketball player, specifically a team's first or second option, being able to facilitate to find the next play out of the most hostile defensive game plans is crucial. It's clear Zion has that in his bag. He just needs to gain experience. The same goes for the defensive end, where he's got some issues with his rotations, but his lateral quickness hasn't been an issue whatsoever. In a clip that I can't find, he stuck with and locked down Colin Sexton last night. The man's capable of guarding 1 through 5. He's already making a big-time impact defensively, but as he fully adjusts to the speed and the rhythm of the NBA, there's a great chance he's going to receive All-NBA defensive honors at some point in his career. Easily muscling to his spot, then confidently ducking in against underbuilt defenders, not among the league average defenders, but primarily in terms of guarding Zion. Buckets come easy for him down low. He makes usually impactful, known perimeter stoppers look like babies backing them down, but whether the 285-pounder fiends an easy lay-in or wants to keep him honest fading away, with how Williamson utilizes his size with brute force and complete belief, the nearly guaranteed outcome opposing coaches playing him one-on-one have to accept is getting mercilessly posted up on. Being that Williamson, with his aforementioned 285-pound frame, he's a great option to fill the small ball center spot and can, as the great Chris Smoove says, set big body screens. He and Lonzo Ball are building up a great rhythm in the pick and roll, and those screens allow for the chemistry between Zion and his fellow starting forward Brandon Ingram to ultimately, if given the chance to develop together, be a top duo in the NBA. BI's damn smooth deep-range knockdown ability and lethal off-the-dribble in-between game can complement the ruthlessness in the paint of his hyped-up teammate at forward. Making Williamson most offensively valuable is his versatility, in the sense that he's capable of both owning you in ISO situations with his radical creating ability and setting screens and rolling, as a screener creating big-time room for his wings and guards, or just faking a pick and slipping to the basket. That has a big-time impact. I'm sure no NBA attacker wants any part of the momentum Zion provides in setting screens. Probably is going to break a limb. Given he's built to overpower his matchup, and most of the time any player on the court, Williamson has a habit of confidently tossing up unlikely attempts, because even if he bricks them, his timing and standing vertical, which tested at 45 inches, allow for beastly putbacks. That vertical broke Duke's all-time record, and with very few able to keep him out of the paint with muscle, there's even fewer players who can match his generational hops. Unfortunately, the individual boxing out task is to match both that vertical and not get back down. Maybe that incredible mix of strength and hops can be compared to LeBron, but we're about to witness a new type of dominance from Williamson. At all times, there's going to have to be multiple bodies on him, boxing him out. Visibly, he's not at 100% after having his meniscus trimmed during surgery in October, and if you're therefore questioning whether he can hold up his body and stay healthy, here's your answer. Zion's rehab consisted of training himself how to run and jump more safely, specifically how to land with his knees bent instead of straight-legged, which helps disperse the force of the impact. He also worked how to avoid tilting his knees inward when landing, with a rebound or making a sharp cut to the basket, which can put added stress on the outside of the joints. Of course, knowing how to sustain your body on the court's only one element to staying healthy. You have to put the proper maintenance in after taking the nightly bumps and bruises. Let's cut Zion some slack for sleeping on the sidelines a couple times. At least he showed up to the games like some other players don't. But based off the maturity and obviously incredible production he's shown thus far, should give you the impression Zion's built to be in the spotlight. This message particularly speaks volumes to me and lets you in on Zion's young yet very intuitive mindset.
I like the hype. People think I'm the next. I just want to get out there and play ball with my teammates. We'll see if I'll prove them right. Everyone's saying I'm the next LeBron or whoever, but I'm just Zion. And I'm just trying to be the next version of me.
Never had Zion made more than 2 threes in a row in college. Us fans were under the impression that was an underdeveloped aspect to his game. Then when Spurs defenders thought the same thing, he fluently pulled up to drain 4 threes, all in fourth quarter moments. When asked the biggest difference between the first 3 quarters and the fourth, Zion had this to say.
Getting back to myself, the first 3 quarters I was just kind of trying not to make a mistake, just kind of blend in, but then I think something clicked in my mind where it was just like, all right, I gotta make a game out of this. So I just went out there and tried.
With all the time he missed and the mid-season form everyone else was in, those threes were damn clutch. Zion's reportedly the only player to ever take 4 3-pointers and drain all of them in a debut game. He's also the first player in league history to score at least 22 points while playing less than 20 minutes in a debut game, and he set the franchise record for points in a debut, narrowly beating former #1 pick Anthony Davis, who had 21 points against the Spurs in 2012. Subscribe if you enjoyed that content and leave a thumbs up if you want to see more of it every few days. Answer the question and go check out every NBA team's best storyline so far. This was D Flow. I'll see you next video.